here flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanted me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen. I was by the stove. Big inside this cases once. Do me dirty, I'ma find you, lay your out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was out my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now look at 56. Look at...
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Detroit! Detroit!
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Now let's go! Blue 90!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. 18.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Going for the deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
You see it?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, gotta go.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
18.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. In for the score. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Set! 319! 319!
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll look to throw. Aguilar has it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots down the field.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
Here we go. Green.
He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They get it to him running left. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team...
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They go play action with Trubisky. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Gone!
He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Barney! Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now let's go!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Screenplay, Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Gone! Now let's go! 3-19!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Preston Smith in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, gotta go.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And got his man, complete. A gain of 32 that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
18. Gotta go. Right.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off at the 40. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down.
Now, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. So we've come to... We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
18. Good. Hey, gotta go.
Play action. Now Trubisky steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. He takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play there for the Eagles. And even 50 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Patriot!
They'll set up to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. In for the score. And the Eagles add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Gotta go. Blue.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go. Red, up. Run.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. He's got his man on the comebacker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They go play action. Trubisky, slide, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 11 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
18. 18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He hits White, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
18.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Move. Hey, gotta go.
Play action. It's Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bears on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Preston Smith in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Detroit! Here we go now.
They begin the drive with Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Again, it's Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up. Here we go. 3.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. He's going to go up top for the ends. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he rifles one incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
On the mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Lock in, lock in. Red,
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
18. Hey, gotta go. Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And, oh, Oh, a crusher there as it's... And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Trubisky will throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Gotta go.
He'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Hey, 18. Gotta go.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down.
18. Blue. Hey, gotta go. 18.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Gotta go.
Back to throw. Able to shake him off, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a